Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I'm so pleased to welcome all of you from the Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. Now, in the hospitality industry, as you know, every single interaction matters. And while technology has totally changed how we connect with guests and clients, there's one skill that remains absolutely critical for building those lasting relationships that define a great career. So today, we're diving into the art of the professional phone call. Right, so let's just get this out of the way. In a world of endless emails, texts, and DMs, you might be asking yourself, why even bother with a phone call anymore? And that's a fair question. But it really boils down to one thing that technology just can't fully replicate: genuine human connection. Think about it. A direct conversation has an energy and immediacy that just cuts through all that digital noise and lets you build real rapport from the very first hello. Okay, so before you even think about picking up the phone, the most important work actually happens right up here, in your head. The goal isn't an immediate booking. It's not a quick sale. It is about starting a relationship. As you can see, it's about connection, not conversion. And that mental shift, it's the foundation for literally everything else we're going to cover. This quote right here just gets to the heart of it all. When you truly see a call as the beginning of something, all that pressure to close the deal just kind of melts away, and it's replaced by a genuine desire to connect, to understand. This approach makes the entire conversation feel more natural, more respectful, which, believe me, is far more effective for building business in the long run. All right, let's get practical. Not all calls are created equal, right? In your toolkit, you've really got two main approaches: cold calls and warm calls. Knowing when to use each one and how to use it is absolutely crucial. So let's break down the key differences. So this slide lays it out pretty clearly. Over on the left, you've got your cold call. You're reaching out with no prior contact at all. Your goal here is simple: introduce yourself, build a little awareness, and just open a door. The challenge, and it's a big one, is that you are building trust from absolute zero. Now, on the other side, a warm call, well, it has a head start. You've got some kind of existing connection, maybe a referral, maybe a past inquiry. The goal is to build on that familiarity. But here's the trap. The challenge is to not assume that just because they know you, they're ready to buy today. You know, a great cold call isn't something you just improvise. It's built on these three pillars of preparation. First up, research. Before you even dial that number, understand their business. It immediately shows you respect their time. Second, clarify. Know exactly what your objective is. And hint, it isn't to sell on the spot. It's to introduce your hotel and start to understand their needs. And third, inquire. You're not there to push. Your real goal is to ask thoughtful questions and, maybe, secure permission for a follow-up. This simple structure completely transforms a cold call into a professional introduction. And this brings us to the craft itself. A really successful call is like a masterclass in communication. It's all about elevating your role from someone who's just, selling a room or a venue to someone who's a trusted professional advisor. Now, of all the skills we're going to talk about, this one is by far the most critical: active listening. And this is not just about being quiet while the other person talks. As the slide says, it's about understanding their intent, not just their words. What are their real challenges? What are they really trying to achieve? The moment a potential client feels truly heard, well, that's the exact moment trust begins to form. These are the hallmarks of a true hospitality pro. It's that calm and confident tone, not a rushed or nervous one. It's attentive listening that proves you're actually focused on them. It's using empathetic language and speaking clearly without all that confusing industry jargon. When you put all these elements together, they create that consultative approach we're talking about, positioning you as an expert they can rely on, not just another salesperson. And this brings us to a really key shift in your thinking. I want you to stop focusing on what you need to sell. Instead, I want you to ask yourself, how can I provide real value here? What problem can our hotel actually solve for this person? The second you position yourself as a helpful advisor, the whole dynamic changes. It's not a sales pitch anymore. It becomes a collaborative, problem-solving conversation. You see, mastering this skill isn't just about getting short-term results. It's about building the emotional resilience and the ethical foundation you need for a long, successful career in this industry. Look, you are going to face rejection. That's a guarantee in this business. But as this quote reminds us, it's how you frame it that really matters. Rejection is not some personal failure. It is incredibly valuable feedback. Every single no is a chance to learn something, to refine your approach, and to get better for the next call. It's just part of the process. And finally, let's talk about the absolute foundation of it all:
ethics. This part is completely non-negotiable. It means respecting privacy, it means being totally transparent about why you're calling, and it means never, ever pressuring or misleading a potential client. In an industry that's built entirely on trust, your ethical conduct is your single most valuable asset. It's how you build a reputation that lasts a lifetime.
So as we wrap up, I want you to remember this. Your next call is so much more than just a call. Every single interaction is a building block, laying the foundation for your professional reputation. You're not just making calls, you are building the relationships that will define your entire career in this amazing industry.